What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna go ahead and talk about what I did in order for me to begin budgeting. So if you're interested in videos like this, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, join the family. We are amazing over here, just encouraging each other. So let's begin with today's video. All right, so what I've actually come to notice is that a lot of you guys that are brand new, just starting your budgeting journey, you don't know where to start. I'm gonna ease it up for you and just give you a full-blown detail video on how I began my budgeting journey, how I began my debt journey as well, and the tips and tricks that I actually did in order for me to stay consistent, to push forward, and just keep on going at it, okay? So the first thing that you want to go ahead and get is a planner. Yes. And I'm going to tell you this because many people will not tell you. That notebook, it's probably not gonna get used. Yes. I'm sorry to say this, and I know that you don't have probably enough money in order to purchase a planner, but that's fine. Go ahead, save up enough money for it, and go ahead and get it. You can get also very, very cheap ones over at Marshall's, Walmart, wherever the case may be, okay? Get yourself a planner. That's step one that you're gonna need to do. Second step, you're gonna go ahead and list out all of your spending. Yeah. Before your income, list out for the past month how much money you have been spending and where it has gone to. That is very, very important. The next step will be go ahead and list down all of the income that you have had for the past month, whether it is from your small business, your 9 to 5, your DoorDash, your Uber Eats, anything that is somewhat consistent, go ahead and list that down as well. Because you're gonna need it in order to see how much money you have left over at the end of the month. And that money should be a positive number. If it is a negative number, then girl, sorry to tell you this, but you need to get your butt to work, okay? So let's begin. This is my little notebook. It is not a planner, but it is a notebook. And I actually received this as a gift. However, many things that I saw in here were things that you may need to ask yourself before even beginning your budgeting journey. Now, along with budgeting, also comes a cash envelope system. And I'm going to get into that in just a little bit, but let's first, I'm going to show you the basics of what this is all about, okay? So, first things is you're actually also going to list out a list of the things that you want, okay? Now, there is a big difference in the things that you want and the things that you may need. Many people actually get them twisted and think that the things they want are actually the things that they need. But that's not it. Things that you need comes to your house, your roofing, your food, your gas. Those are things that you need in order for you to survive. Things that you want, maybe that pizza, maybe that article of clothing from Shein, maybe that new hair accessory, whatever the case may be. Those are things that you want, not what you need, you know? Now, you have to just remind yourself that being in a budget is not restricting you. It is actually putting you in a better place financially in order to get your finances straight, okay? Many people get this confused and say, oh, you're on a budget? That means you got no money to do nothing. No, that means I got money set aside for things that I know are coming up. That way it doesn't hit me in one shot, you know? So, that's exactly what budgeting does for you. Now, over here, you guys can see, let me actually zoom you in because you may not be able to see. It says, what event or circumstances is coming up this week that I know I will need to spend money on? This is perfect because it's giving you kind of like an outlook of what is to come and what you can budget for. Me, for example, I know that what is to come is actually my Disney trip. Now, please keep in mind that I am debt-free, okay? And I am budgeting for my Disney trip. Now, most people, or probably actually myself back in the day, I would just tell myself, oh, you got that money in the credit card, you can just charge it. But that's gonna rack me up debt. The debt that I just got out of Why would I want to get myself into that when I know that I have enough time to budget for something? So you have to get into that mentality. You have to know, at least be maybe like 3 months ahead, if not, shoot, the whole year of what is going to come, so that you can save up for it little by little. Okay, it adds up. And then over here it says, what can I do to adjust and save? So let's pretend you are getting a costume, okay, for Halloween, or that Halloween is probably like 3 months away. And you know that you're going to get your child or yourself a costume for it, or that you want to spend, let's say, $100 for it. All right. Do I need to get that costume right from Party City or right from Amazon for like 40 something dollars? Or can I like tailor it and maybe like just make it myself, DIY it? It's going to save me more money. And then the difference can go towards something else. So you have to adjust your thinking and your mentality on how you can actually change that train of thought of you just putting out money out there and not have it, just work for you type of thing. So over here, there's another thing that says, what can I give up, say no to, or let go of this week? There's so many things that you can let go of. Me personally, when I first started my budgeting journey, I said, all right, can I get money for this clothing that I already have? Am I going to use it? If I'm not, let me just go ahead and sell it. Now, many people actually use, like a Plato's Closet, or many other people use Poshmark or these other websites where they sell off their used clothing. You can go ahead and you can do that. Maybe get a little few bucks here and there, go around your house, scope out anything that you have not used within maybe like months, because I think that it's a rule of thumb that if you don't use it within like 3 to 6 months, chances are you're not going to use it at all. So why do you have something taking up space when you can get money for it? So get into that mentality whenever you are budgeting, okay? Now, where did I see temptation today? You are going to be filled with temptations left and right, filled of them in your phone, in your emails. That is actually called marketing. Yes, you're going to be filled with temptations when a TV commercial pops up. Heck, you're going to even be tempted in a YouTube video because you saw somebody have something nice that you want to use yourself. Even TikTok, even Instagram, it is all ad targeted in order for you to go ahead and purchase something. So that's where the temptation comes from, okay? Because you want it. And over here, they're telling you, where did you see temptation? You just write it down. It is all mentally. It all starts with you. You have to keep that in mind, okay? You have to decide that you're no longer going to be staying in the same stagnant position that you used to be in of just living paycheck to paycheck and overspending your money. You have to transition into, all right, let me save my money, let me use it wisely, let me budget for it, pay down my debt, and create my generational wealth. Not only for me, but for my family members as well. Okay, so you have to transition that, and you have to come in tune with who you want to become and who you want to be in the future, if not maybe a year from now. So you're also going to write, how did you overcome it? What did you do differently? How did you get out of not purchasing that thing that you saw on Facebook Marketplace? Okay, and it is all very, very centralized in how you feel towards things, because we are so much sometimes very, very materialized in the way that we want what everybody else is having. But it is fine to just go about your day and not caring what anybody else thinks, what anybody else does, and just focusing on yourself, okay? You also have to stay you have to be in tune with yourself, and you have to have daily gratitude. What are you thankful for? Is it that car that you're driving, even though it's a beater? Is it, because there's other people out there that are walking, but you have to be grateful for the small things. All right, today I was able to get an ice cream that I had budgeted for. Today I had a little, snack over here, over there, just little things that you're grateful for. Today I woke up happy. I woke up energized. I got to actually have a full-blown workout, because I know so many people are out there that are probably on a bed, aren't able to do that. So you have to be grateful for the small things, okay? Now, another thing that you want to actually ask yourself is, what is motivating you? What is inspiring you to go ahead and do this type of savings? Who is your main person or your main focus? Like, what is your goal? You have to write it down, because if you don't see it, it's going to disappear from your mind. Like for me personally, right? What inspired me and motivated me is like, yo, I want to get to the best version of myself and to be financially stable, because I wasn't. I was that type of person that had literally negative $12 in my bank account. Exactly. Okay? And I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that, because I was there at one point in my life that I was like, hold on, all of my credit cards are maxed out. I have negative 12, and I'm relying on that paycheck to come through. And if it doesn't, or if something glitches, everything is just going to go down the drain. That's how I used to be, you know? So you have to find your motive. You have to find your goal and what it is that you want to accomplish with this new budgeting journey or debt journey that you're embarking on, okay? Now, you also have to write down what's some action steps that you're going to take towards that will keep you motivated. Like, all right, I want to do this. All right, that means I need to break down my cash envelopes, just be very super organized with my cash, with everything that I have going on. And then I am going to be able to save for that goal that I want. I'm able to go ahead and put this money towards what I want. That has to also come into play. Now, many of you guys know I do cash envelope stuffings, and many budgeters do it too. And if you're brand new and you're actually asking yourself, do I really need to do cash stuffing envelopes, or do I really need the cash system method? No, you don't. There's many people out there that do it digital, okay? Is it cheaper? Heck yes it is, because have you seen how much, listen to me, sometimes cash envelopes are expensive, but you also have to keep in mind that people make them from scratch, that they're time consuming, and time means money. So, do you need the latest cash envelopes? No, you don't. I remember starting with a basic envelope like this, and I cut it in half, and that was my cash envelope. Literally. And I just wrote food on it. That's it. So when I tell you, you don't need these little fancy ones, you don't. You just need the will and the drive. And then maybe once you have, like, you know, saved up a little bit of money, then go ahead and make that purchase that you want for the cash envelope. It's going to be better for you in the long run, you know? So after you go ahead and you write down your steps to keep you motivated, right? You can also go ahead and, you know, see where you can improve on. What you could have done better. It is all a mind game type of thing when it comes to these things, okay? And like I mentioned before, you have to have someone that you look up to, someone that inspires you or motivates you to keep on budgeting. Because if you don't have that one person, okay, it could be anyone from the internet. For me personally, it was Asia Dang. Okay, she's here, very, very well-known lady on YouTube. She paid off her student loans. And to me, that was amazing because I never saw myself paying off my student loans, but I saw her do it. And I'm like, hey, I can do it too. If she can do it, I can do it too. And guess what? Now I'm debt-free. Now I don't have any student loans to pay. Now I don't have any credit cards to pay. And that is an amazing accomplishment. So what I mean to say is, look for someone that inspires you, that inspires your budgeting. There's many budgeting forms out there, but just stick to one and just, you know, follow that person's journey if you want to mimic what they have done with their own channel, with their own life. Go ahead. I'm not saying strategically like copy everything. No, I'm saying use them to inspire your own journey, okay? Just try to stick to one, because if you just see way too many at the same time, you're gonna get discouraged, because you're gonna be like, all right, so who do I follow next? What? No. Stick to one and just be like, all right, I'm gonna try what she's doing and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And that's exactly what you want to do, okay? After that, you're gonna go ahead and, you know, take a snapshot of your spending. Like I said, it could be week to week. I'm going to go ahead and show you my planner actually, because I just feel that it's better when you have a visual than just like hearing it. So let me actually grab my planner. This is not my planner. this is a savings, you know, progress tracker type of thing, but it works. So this is my planner over here. It's very lovely. It cost me, I believe, like $25 over at Walmart. I will be using it until next year. So do I think it's a very, very good purchase or investment? Yes, it is, because it keeps me aligned with what I have to do and what I need to spend. So I'm just going to show you a quick snapshot of how my budgeting currently looks like. So we're in the month of August, okay? And as you can see, there are many stickers over here. I am a sticker budgeter, hence my shop is actually, the majority of my things are actually stickers, like budgeting stickers. If you're interested in anything of this, go ahead. I'm going to leave the link down below. You know, you don't have to, but if you want to, go ahead. All right, so this is August, okay? I keep track of everything, even my period. I don't care. I got no shame. But it's kind of like a view of how much money I'm spending, where I'm spending it at. Now let's go back to last month just to show you guys the difference. So you see this is somewhat, you know, somewhat clean. Look at this. Boom. It is a lot, right? Yes, that is because I did a lot of spending. You can tell right off the bat that I went to Amazon, that I went to Walmart, PayPal, Aldi, eating out, Amazon, haircut, Dollar Tree, you know, all of that. And excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Nope, it went away. All right, we're back in the game. Okay, so when I saw this as a whole, I'm like, girl, you gotta cut back. You gotta cut it, you know? So, sorry, I'm a little hood sometimes. Okay, so when I saw that, right, I'm like, okay, girl, you gotta cut it down. And look, I decided to go ahead. All right, I'm still tracking my spending and everything. Nothing has changed, but I have more no spend days, as you can tell. You see? Boom, 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 right? So I'm like, okay, this is helping me. It's helping me budget. It's helping me go ahead and just track it. Now this goes one-on-one with your cash envelopes, okay? Hold on, I'm actually gonna grab it so I can show you guys my cash envelopes. Also, please note that this video is not edited at all. So yeah, because I know it's going to be a little bit lengthy and just the editing just takes way too much. So I'm just doing it all in one shot, okay? So as I'm talking to you guys, I'm grabbing things left and right because I want to school you on how you have to do things. Especially if you're brand new at this, because let me tell you, it takes a village in order for you to actually like get down pat. So these are my cash envelopes, okay? I recently changed and they're brand new. But what I also have in each cash envelope is a tracking, you know, little sheet. And it looks like this. And this is what I made, okay? Now over here, I'm going to put how much money I have coming in, how much money I have going out, and it matches the cash envelope that I currently have. So when you're just beginning, you don't have to have these fancy, you know, envelopes. You don't. You can just have regular envelopes, write them on a Sharpie. That's how I started. I have no shame in that. And go ahead and just put it all together. It doesn't even have to be in a binder. It could just be in a little tote bag or anything like that that's safe and that you know where it's at, but not everybody else knows where it's at. So you want to be very cautious with your money. I suggest you do this in a safe home, in a safe environment, because the last thing you want is for all of your cash envelopes to go missing, okay? So this kind of goes hand in hand with the budgeting. Let's say I went ahead to Walmart. All right, where did I actually take this money out of? I actually went to Walmart because I went to buy something for myself. Okay, so that will come out from my birthday envelope. Okay, how much did you spend and how much did you have? So I had allocated, let's pretend, $50, okay? And I went ahead and I spent $26.68. I'm gonna go in here, take it out, okay? And either use the cash to pay for that. Like, I know I'm going to Walmart, I'm gonna take this much money, and that's exactly how much money I'm gonna like have in order to buy my item. Or you can actually, you know, put it on your credit card if you have already paid it down, okay? If you have already paid it down and you already have like a hold on your credit cards and you know how it works and you know the back's ends, do not acquire more debt. That's something you do not want to do, okay? Personally, me, the fact that I'm already debt free, I know how to work my credit cards, and should I be out and I know how much money I have, all right, I can go ahead and spend $26 in Walmart, and I'm gonna take it out from my birthday envelope. And that's how it works. That's how the envelope system works for you, because you are spending the money that you have already allocated for it, okay? So with that, let me actually just put this on the side. That's how budgeting works. Also, you have to make yourself aware that it's not always going to be the same every month. Each month changes. Legit, it does. Because last month, as you can tell, I went ahead and I got a haircut. That was $45 when I originally thought that it was 25. Now, it's going to fluctuate all the time. Sometimes it's going to be more, sometimes it's going to be less, and you have to be just aware that things pop up out of the nowhere that you had no idea about. However, these things that pop up may be emergencies. You have to know how to classify an emergency from oops, I forgot. It happens to all of us. It's happened to the best of us. To me, it has happened to the point now I'm like, oh, damn, I actually forgot that I had this coming up. Like, you know, car tags or like a car service or something like that. And you're like, where do I get this money from? And then you just freak out. And what you can also do is maybe borrow from yourself, but just know that you can actually pay it back. So what I mean from borrowing from yourself is, let's pretend that in one of these cash envelopes, right, you have like $300, and then something came up and you're like, oh my God, I forgot that I needed $50 for this. You can borrow it from yourself. Just write it down, and then the next check that comes in, just replenish it. So it's not like a life or death situation where you are like, oh no, I can no longer. No, you can, because you're budgeting, and that's what it's all about. That you set money aside for future upcoming events that are going to come your way, okay? So you're okay and you're good. But let me just bring it back to what you can actually do and how you can get started in just a little few steps. You just need regular plain envelopes. You need a planner. Preferably, I would just say go ahead and get a planner that is like this, because it just gives you an overall view of everything, of the money that's coming in, that's going out. You don't even have to use stickers. You can just use your handwriting. But if you want the stickers for visually having it there, then go ahead and purchase them. Nobody's stopping you, you know? But along with that, I would suggest, if you are looking to pay down your debt, go ahead, make a page, okay? Just a simple page, and write out your starting balances, write out your ending balances. Go ahead and just list out all of your debts from smallest to largest. Your mind may shift as you progress. You may no longer do the snowball method, but the avalanche method. Okay, where you just take the one that's charging you the most interest and you're paying that off. The snowball method is the smallest balance, and then so forth and so forth. You use that money in order to pay down the next debt, and so on and so on, okay? If you guys would like me to go more into debt, into what I did and at what time frame I actually shifted my paying off debt method, let me know down below if you guys are interested. I am so for it by doing like a full-blown video on that and how I managed to pay off so much debt in, I believe, 19 months. Yes. So with that, I think that I kind of covered the basics of budgeting, what you need and what you need to get started. And yes, just get your bank statements, reduce your outgoing money any way possible that you can. Bring in more money. If you have to go ahead and do some side hustles, do them. Do not be ashamed. Do not feel embarrassed. I remember the day when I just had first started doing door dashing. in my town, I just thought to myself, oh my God, I am going to be delivering food for maybe one of my classmates. Oh my God, how embarrassing. But you know what? It is not embarrassing when you're trying to get your finances together. It is not shameful that you have to go out of your way to do things in order for you to pay down your debt. Everybody has had debt at one point in their life, okay? But you, the one that's watching this, you are special because you have decided to go ahead and take control of your finances and saying, I'm no longer going to be owing debt to people. I'm going to budget my life. I'm going to use my cash envelope system, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of debt. That is a choice that you're making, okay? Not everybody is brave enough to make those choices. I'm telling you because I see it every day. People left and right, even people who are older than me, I see them being super okay with going ahead and swiping their credit card, gaining more debt. And the simple answer that I normally receive is, I'm going to be in debt forever, when you literally don't have to be in debt for your entire life. You can live a debt-free life if you just adjust your form of living, your form of spending, and your income that's bringing in money, okay? So do not feel discouraged. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I thank you so much for coming by. If you've made it this far, you are the real MVP, because let me tell you, I hope that you just gain some knowledge from everything that I've said. If you're just beginning to start, if you're just ending, if you're in the middle and kind of like a little bit stuck, I hope that this was helpful to just give you that push to keep on going, because it is a beautiful life and there is no sense in you owing money to someone else's pocket, okay? You can do this. It's all about your mindset. It is all about what you push forward to and what your goal is for your entire life and how you want to live. Okay? So with that, I will let you guys go. I hope that this resonated with at least one person and that you just take everything that I said, just with open heart and open mind, because it is a beautiful journey. I'm telling you because I am on the other side of it. And just the fact that I know that I get to keep the money that I make and not have it to give it to somebody else, it's an amazing feeling, okay? So I want you to get there. So please, please, please push yourself forward and do not doubt yourself, okay? I believe in you. So I will let you guys go. Have a blessed day, blessed evening, and I will see you on my next one. Have a good one, guys.